I love a good story, don't you? Here at iTech, the Indigenous Peoples Technology and Education Center, we have lots of stories. A story that really means a lot to me is the story about my dad. My dad wanted to be a missionary pilot. That's really what he dreamed about. He loved aviation, but he also loved telling people about Jesus. And so, after World War II, he became a missionary pilot. And I'm afraid I inherited his love for anything that flies, even paper airplanes. But something that you learn as you get older in life is that life never turns out the way that you want it to. Now, that doesn't matter whether you write your own story, which I don't recommend, or whether you let God write your story. The big difference is that if you let God write your story, those hard chapters that come in everybody's life, God is responsible to make sense of. If you write your own story, then you've got to try to make sense of them. And I can tell you, after living a long time, that's very hard to do. My dad wanted to be a missionary pilot, and he was down in Ecuador, South America. But then my dad decided that he and his friends should go try to contact a really savage group of people that had never had friendly contact with the outside world. And you know what? They used the little airplane to land on the sandbar and to make contact with those people. But then something that none of us expected happened. Those people came and they speared my dad and Roger and Pete and Ed and Jim, his friends, to death. And you know, as a little boy, it just looked like the story had just been torn apart. And it broke my heart. But you know what? When we let God write the story of our lives, even those hardest chapters sometimes prove to be very, very important. Now, I know some of you are going to want to tell this story too, right? And you don't know how to fold the plane? Well, let me show you. First, you take a normal piece of copy paper and you fold it lengthwise, okay, all the way down. Then you open it back up and you fold the top third in, okay, and then fold it along the crease that you've made. Okay? Now you've got the beginnings of a plane. Now you open it up and you fold each corner back. Now that's the corner that's double, all right? You fold that back, and best if you leave just a little bit of room between those folds so that you can close it up and then make the creases really firm, all right? Now all you have to do is fold the wings down, and you want to fold them down so that the front space is shorter than the back space. That's if you want it to fly well. Okay, do that and then copy the other side. You just fold the other side down like the first side, and then comes something really important. You want the wings to slant up a little bit, and then just take this back corner and just curl it up a little bit. That'll help lift the nose when it flies. Now, you're ready to fly. Nice.